All right, Jeffrey Curtis. Welcome to the education channel. It's been a while since I posted on this channel, but we're going to be putting out one a week from now on. I'm going to try to do, I'll be doing 2 videos on this channel from now on a week. One is going to be a normal video. The other one will be a monetization video where we're tracking how we're doing and everything. So the regular video will come out probably on Tuesdays, and the other video will come out probably on Sundays. And so we're going to be doing two. All right, so this video is about what you have to do to be able to pass the RICA and CalTPA. Now, I passed the RICA one shot for each one of them. I went in at 8 o'clock in the morning and didn't get done till 12 o'clock at the local college and passed them all in one shot. How did I do that? I did that by using some software, 240 tutoring, which we'll look at in a second. And I just studied. That's the best way I can tell you to pass that, is to just study. You can take also the practice exams that are online. They help, but I would suggest the biggest help for me was 240 tutoring. And I'm not sponsored by them, but maybe I ought to look at that and maybe get sponsored by them. For the CalTPA, the first time I tried to get, I went online and bought somebody's version that they had to use it as a template that they said they passed the first time for the CalTPA 1, and I failed. Right? So I went back and I talked to some other people, and they told me the best way to do it, and that's what I did the second time. And that was to look at the rubric. And then I passed it the second time, and then CalTPA 2, I passed it the first time using the rubric. So let's just look at the stuff that I'm talking about real quick, all right? So I'll just switch my camera over. Okay, so for CalTPA, for the RICA, 240 tutoring is right here. Here we were. This was for the C sets here, but you can take them for look at them for lots of things. New personalized study guide. So you can go in and you take the questions and you plan to pass. And this has been reformatted here, but 240 tutoring, it's a great way to be able to pass. And you just practice those questions. Now, the RICA, it's reading and writing, and they really look at what you need to remember is what each student learns at each stage in the grade level, right? Just because you're like, I'm 7th and 8th teacher, but I still, to be able to pass the RICA, I had to be able to learn what level and what kids are learning in K and in kindergarten and in first grade and in second grade and third grade and that sort of stuff. So you learn along their educational goals what they have to learn in those areas. And if you look in the books and stuff, in the study guide and stuff, that'll help you. All right, for the CalTPA, let's look at CalTPA. Like I said, I was in Cal State Teach, right? So I wanted to just look at these checklists. So this is the Cycle 1, CalTPA 1, and they have these checklists that I found that was pretty helpful, right? So it said Part A and then Part B for Step 1, and then it told you what rubric. And so I'll just go through this, right? What part of the rubric, and I was able to just highlight, copy and paste this into each section of the CalTPA, and then I would just, as I went through it, I would answer those questions and make sure that was fulfilled. And I can't really give you copies of this because I might get in trouble for that. So I'll try to avoid copyright law here. Really, all you really have to do is just go to the rubric right here, and you can get this. This is a book and it's free. State of California puts it out, And if you look at the rubrics, it's exactly the same thing. Rubric 1.1, right? And it tells you, it tells you what you need in each section, right? Step 1 plan. You need rubric 1.1, 1.2, and you can copy and paste each one of these things into that section. And then the step plan, you always want to at least shoot for level 3, if not level 5, right? So try to go for level 5. That's level 5 is including all this, and all this. And that's what I did. I just copied and pasted it. And I've done the same thing for cycle 2. Let's see, right here. Here's cycle 2 instructions. And it tells you plan 1. All I did was I copied and pasted, right? I copied this in step 1 plan and this one in step 1 plan. Then I copied and pasted all this stuff in step 2 teach and assess. Then I copied and pasted this in step 3 reflect, and this in apply, right? And then I I made sure 3 was filled out and went for 5. Okay. Here's the thing in all these things. I'm going to switch back right now. Hold on. Here's the thing. What I did the second time around especially was I made sure that the way I spoke on it never made a kid look like they were struggling or that they didn't know what they were doing. And I don't know, California they got their own stuff, right? So in order to pass, I really had to, and especially the RICA, right? The RICA especially, I really had to write it, right? In the RICA, it asks you a negative for negative areas and positive areas. It doesn't say it that way, right? But when you list your struggling areas, right? Or the way to word it, it would be something like, there is opportunity for this child to advance in this area, right? Not that they're struggling, but they have an opportunity to advance in that area. And then when you highlight their where they're doing really good, try to connect that as a way to overcome the areas that they're struggling. So Sammy has an opportunity for growth in reading. Right now, he's reading at 60 words per minute. On the plus side, Sammy loves to read, right? Might be Sammy loves to read, and he's able to retain his knowledge, retain what he read. So when Sammy reads, so we're going to have Sammy read more often and rehearse or tell back what he's read. And that will help him to read faster and understand what he's reading. Right? Get the idea? Right? So you make sure that the child doesn't have any problems that you write on paper. Don't ever say a child has a problem with something. Don't ever say that. Say there's an opportunity for growth, something like that, right? And then use one of the positives to fix the negative that you pointed out, right? Or both the positives, whichever. What I did was I only listed one area of growth and 2 or 3 positive areas, and then I used the positive areas to come up with a plan to overcome and grow in the places of growth. And I passed. One shot. Done. RICA. Right? And also, when I used the rubric and put that in, and then kept the same frame of mind when I was doing the CalTPAs, I passed. No problem. Right? It got big. Right? It was big. I think my CalTPA 2 was like 90 pages or something, but I passed. One shot. Right? The CalTPA 1, I failed it because I got a template of someone that said that they passed it, and I used it as a template, and then I tried to just make mine similar, right? Answer the way according to that, and it failed, right? So you can't do it that way. Don't just go by a template. The best way to do it is to actually use the rubric, cut and paste into each section of your CalTPA, and then as you're going through it, answer each area. Make sure each area is full, and also do that with the end part, right? The end part where you check and you're going for 3, right? Copy and paste this stuff in there too, right? Now it's okay if you're redundant. That's great. Be redundant. They don't care. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. Doesn't matter. Redundant, redundant, redundant. Right? I had things listed all over the place, right? But that will work. But I copied each area of this, and I made and pasted it and made sure that I answered and was meeting these things. And then each one, I would have each Rubik Cube one. What am I supposed to have? I'd have this area there, and then I would put what I was in there. And then the end result was, yes, I passed first time around. I passed first time around. Right? So it's not easy to become a teacher in California. Hats off to you. Right? And now we got new laws that the governor just passed that's going to make it even harder. But at least there's an avenue, and you can do it. You can do it. Okay? Thanks for watching. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow, ring the bell, do all that stuff, because I need your help here. And also, if you have any questions or you'd like me to cover any topics in the education realm that doesn't have to be formal education like K through 12, it could be any kind of education. If you're wondering about something and you'd like to know more about it, hey, just put a question there. Say, hey, can you do a video about this? And I'll see what I can do for you. All right. Thanks a lot. See you later. Bye-bye.